In Substrate, the transactions can be typically grouped into signed or unsigned or inherent. Signed transactions may not be new to you. If you ever transfer DOT from your account to other account, you have submitted a signed transaction. A signed transaction, like the name suggests, involves a signature. Now, you keep hearing the word extrinsic often in the Polkadot ecosystem, and you may have wondered what exactly is an extrinsic. An extrinsic is a piece of information that comes from outside the chain and is included in a block. A block in a substrate is composed of a header and an array of extrinsics. Extrinsics are bundled together into a block as a series of executables in the blockchain runtime. Let us explore a Polkadot block and make sense of what we just learned. I opened a block explorer and I'm now picking a block to examine. Here I can see some user-initiated extrinsics with their IDs. Let me click on one of the extrinsics to view what happened. Here you can see that someone sent DOT to someone else, the value, the transaction nonce, etc. And if we go back and see more transactions within the block, you'll see the timestamp and para-inherents. These are included in the block by the validator producing the block, and that is why they're called inherents, because they are inherently added into the block. Now, Polkadot SDK allows you to extend the transactions with some optional input that can help enforce custom rules or protections, such as ensuring the transaction's validity or calculating priority, and also elevating the user experience. These are aptly named as transaction extensions and were previously referred to as signed extensions. One of my favorite use case of signed extensions is that you can specify a non-native token you would like to use as a fee payment for transactions on Polkadot Asset Hub, and the network automatically swaps the token to DOT and then uses that as the fees. This feature, once incorporated by all the major wallets and apps in the ecosystem, can elevate the user experience. There are multiple ways to submit extrinsics to Polkadot Network. If you're familiar with TypeScript or JavaScript, you can use Polkadot.js or the latest Polkadot API or PAPI in your application. If you're someone who develops web applications using Rust and WASM, we have a tool called SubXT, which literally stands for Submit Extrinsics, which is fully written in Rust. Here is an example app that I've developed using SubXT web app template. This web application lets you unvest DOT on a specified account. You can clearly see the trail of a transaction submission here, where I'm constructing the transaction and it requests a signature, and the signed transaction is submitted to the RPC node, and then you get an acknowledgement that the transaction has been included in the block.